I want it out of my head the moment Electria fell. I cannot remember anything else. The light burning low, surrounded by ghosts. The patterns are painted on the walls of the halls with only the cold of dreams decomposed. We were supposed to be bold, kingdom warriors who fight for what's right. Did we lose the light? No, we never let go. We never lost hope. Now we must rebuild even though the road is so broken and cold. Warriors back to your post. It's not about us, it's about the unborn, the originators, our voice. We weavers and bringers who have yet to come on board. We maintain the tales of before when virtue was true. When we protected and invented youth, it's easy to choose. We had nothing to lose. The blues and bruises providing the proof. We still walk in colony proofs. While the pathways improve, so let the world ever wind be removed. So we make way for this horizon, a new dawn, and we're building to repair for the respawn. Retaliate against fate by rebuilding the gates to have a city again. We will be seize a home and a place, regardless of hate, regardless of the shackles they place. So here we are with armor on, submitted to fate, bound low until we saw the soldiers of our last brigade, holding on to the vision of the king's court made plain, written down on tables with the revelation of the end game. Call the messengers, no delay. Rewrite the future of Electria. Warriors, this is the way. Rewrite your future, warriors. This is the way. Kingdom warriors, yeah, with wisdom and honor. Yeah, we be honored with the promises of our ancestors, telling us if we go towards it, we'll find it. If we remake the bridges to the towers, we'll reconnect the light and the power, and we'll break whatever blocks the new day by roaring louder. Yeah, we're on it. Yeah, we go onward. Kingdom warriors, Electria, we're promised that we gon' have a home again, and yeah, we know that we on it. Electria waiting for its warriors to return. Here we are, let the ever light burn, light burn, light burn, light burn. Electria waiting for its warriors to return. Here we are, let the ever light burn, light burn, light burn. Electria waiting for its warriors to return. Here we are, let the ever light burn, let the ever light burn. Electria waiting for its warriors to return. Here we are, let the ever light burn, the light burn. Let the ever light burn.
And what if I told you that NFT communities are now building through art something that is long-lasting, it's legacy.
Eric Skeldon might well be the premier kingdom thought leader in the Web3 and NFT space.
I want you to know personally that I know Eric, and God is going to use this to advance the kingdom.
NFTs are keys. Our ecosystem, we're building up people to even launch their own projects, and even we have an NFT launch course coming out that is going to show you guys how to actually do this, what we've done, and duplicate it. Kingdom Warriors, we are a family of warriors all over who want to make impact in the arts and entertainment space, in the business mountain, using technology, using storytelling, making epic creations with our hands, with our brains.
Really, it's just an amazing community of warriors who want to impact culture and shape culture.
In ages past, the land of Electria was prosperous and bountiful. It was a time of peace. One man's heart gave way to darkness and changed the course of Electria, creating the world as now it is. After 100 years of war, Electria was finally overcome by the Dark One. Against the few remaining servants of the Everlight, Lord Dristan has sent his fiercest warriors to exterminate those who resist and who dare to stand against him. In this land, warriors use an amplifier of strength, agility, and healing, made from the Inquada stones found deep within the mines of Eledria. Once harvested, Inquada allows those who consume it to push themselves beyond their natural limits. And for that, they must pay a terrible price. As Naldo's life seeped from his body, his death created a spark. A spark that would carry through the forests and hills. The sequence of events was set in motion.
What is up, Kingdom Warriors? It is Eric Skeldon. That was John Rhys Davies from Ireland, and you may know his voice based from Lord of the Rings. You know, Lord of the Rings trilogy was an amazing film. Some of the films that inspired me were like the Matrix trilogy, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. And it's amazing how, man, in a year, a little bit over a year, we have been able to develop a story in a world of Eladria, which we're about to invite you to our kingdom, into this world of Eladria that's full of fantasy, full of fun, full of equipping you with resources and treasures from heaven, from just, you know, the mind of Christ that God has given us the ability to partner with writing, with art, with music. You just also heard from the speaker today without even knowing in the studio in LA. We just had Michael Morgan showing you, showing you Michael like penned some of the most amazing lore for through song, through melody. And it's amazing today. We're going to kind of just show you how this vision of Kingdom Warriors in this world of Eladria that we're all entering into, that we're all becoming part of, that's now reaching 81 nations, an ecclesia that is rising up, an army that's rising up for technology, for media, for music, for good. This even actually funded an orphanage in Africa and Uganda, bringing resources to, my sister out there calls me her Wakanda brother. And it's amazing. My wife and I have dreamed of impacting Africa our whole life. Michael, your speaker today, has a huge heart for Africa and goes out there to, see how do we support, how do we empower nations? How do we disciple nations? How do we equip nations? How do we rise up nations and come together? And Web3 and the blockchain is one of the solutions. We have really just, God has highlighted to us, and even the metaverse, NFT technology, cryptocurrencies, and he's highlighted to us and given us keys from heaven to build, but not only build this amazing infrastructure, but give people the ability to invest in themselves, invest into the charities, invest into these assets, and actually have ownership of these assets, of this brand, and of this infrastructure that is being built. So everyone will have a home in Eladria. Every kingdom citizen will have a place that they can come to in Eladria, a place where they can be a part of this, experience the goodness, experience it for their kids, their grandkids. So what's up, you guys? Is Eric Skeldon, founder of Kingdom Warriors, here out of Nashville, Tennessee area. Where's all my USA, Tennessee people? Let me hear you guys. Where are you guys watching from? Eladria, you spelled it right. Yep, Eladria. Yeah, we're here to change culture. You guys tag your teams, tag some people to this. We're going to give $444 away to $222 Isaiah 22:22 Keys of David into Kingdom Warriors, into this world of Eladria. We have over 700 holders in this amazing project. Shout out to all of our holders from around the world. Shout out to all of our new challengers who are coming in and coming to our free events. We host free events. We have free courses, free Web3 NFT information to get this into, from Africa to the Philippines to Hong Kong. Let's get this education out there. Let's get this information out there. We believe the more we can empower people, the more we can educate people, the more we can show believers the power of using our voice, the power of the blockchain, the power of rising up, the power of technology, and not to be afraid of the megaverse, not to be afraid of building glory centers in with physical real estate, but also digital real estate in the megaverse. We're just teaching people afraid because there's going to be giants in the land of the metaverse, of NFTs, of gaming, of cryptocurrencies. There's going to be scams all over all these places. Do know is we are able to build a bridge into onboarding into an ecosystem of the future and now for you to be equipped and know how to get on your motorcycle and drive safely in this and navigate these realms of we're pioneering new waters, new roads, new rivers, and we're doing it together. And we're all learning together. We're uniting, bringing resources, technology, speakers. This week we've had just some epic, amazing speakers coming in. What's up? We got Carrie in Florida. Come on, Belize is in the house. I haven't seen too much Belize people in our tribe. Come on, bring the Belize people. We want more Floridians, more Belize people. We got the Kingdom Visionaries. Denmark. Come on, I love Denmark. We've been getting some people from Sweden, Denmark. We got New York. Come on, South Carolina, Belize. We got Huntsville, Alabama. Come on, I was born in Montgomery, Alabama. And it's interesting. This week was Martin Luther King week. And, he said, I had a dream. And we didn't plan that when we set up this event called How to Launch Your God Dream. This is our 9th free event where we bring in amazing 5-day event. My wife kind of hates and loves these events because I'm like not as present as I probably should. I'm like exhausted, but this is part of my calling. My calling is to pour into people. What happened to me, the breakthrough that happened to me from going to events, from getting in the room with high energy, high spirit filled people who were going after business, going after their dreams, going after, they're not just listening to their neighbor that says, hey, you want to start a business, you want to be successful, you want to do something in your life. And there's like, oh, well, yeah, or your brother or sister, whoever just looks down upon you and says, hey, that's cool, but I don't think you could do that. I don't think you're going to be able to stages. I don't think you're, and that was my story. And you'll hear more of that on day 3 and day 2 of my story. Growing up in an orphan identity, thinking, my voice was never meant to be anything. I was never going to write anything worth writing. And then, people like Dr. Brian Simmons translation encouraged me and then said, this collaboration of kingdom influencers has given us a treasure. And we're still doing that with free virtual events all through COVID, saying, hey, what if we could just bring you some of the most powerful training for free to get you equipped and just train you guys. And that's been, the more we give away, the more God brings to us, the more we could just pour value into people's lives and bring people together and bring resources together. God has just brought in treasure from that. And so, man, thank you so much. It's a treasure, your book. Thank you so much. And I'm excited. This week we had Oz Hillman, Michael Pink, who have both sold millions of copies of books. Yesterday, go watch the replay. If you're not registered, you need to get registered at kingdomnfts.com to win prizes, to be a part of our network. We're only going to be sending you valuable information, valuable resources on Web3 technology, the upcoming film Legends of Eladria, what we're doing. We're having the world premiere this May, so coming out this summer. So to be on our list for that, go to kingdomnfts.com to make sure you guys are staying in touch. We don't have an official trailer yet. We just showed you a sneak peek of some of the narration, but it's all in post-production, and we are stoked to bring some of this, as it's developing. So awesome. So let me shout out to our Kingdom Warriors team, Aurelio, Katie, Shanae, Anna, Jacqueline. We have so many people, Mona, so many people behind the scenes that have just been helping out and that make these events happen. You guys, shout out to all of our just team and people who have been able to make this happen. So we got Michael Morgan. You guys are about to hear from him. You just heard an epic flow from him, and we just showed you a little bit about John Rhys Davies. You guys, you're gonna get to understand that this world of Eladria is so comprehensive. I haven't even in 5 days, I haven't even been able to scratch the surface of what all happens when you even become a Kingdom Warrior, when you get some ownership and land in our world of Eladria on the blockchain. We went through on day 2 more of the story. Michael is actually with me hosting this event. You'll even hear more of this amazing live event And Michael's in Los Angeles, and I'm here in Nashville. We're going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma next week at the first Web3 Christian Web3 conference that is like bringing leaders from all over coming together in the middle of the nation. So if you guys are interested in that, let us know. Let our team know. We actually have a 30% off, what's it called, coupon for you. If you still want a ticket for that, it's in Tulsa, Oklahoma on the 25th through the 27th, I believe, Wednesday through Friday. So if you want to come to that in Tulsa and want to learn more and hear from us in person, hang out in person, come and be a part of that. You guys heard a little bit about the God dream, from raising $50,000. I pitched it to 3 people. The third person was like, "Come on, we got to do this. I'm betting on you, Eric." $50,000, and then we've been able to now become a 7-figure, 7 figures in our first year, and really just going to scale and grow. We've reached 81 nations. Have a fully funded film series with an amazing production partners. The video game side of it is really getting underway, and just seeing what's the best way and budget we need for that. And our communities is growing. We have hundreds of testimonials from our events, from our community courses, our network, and we're just really building how do we bring more value and get them trained up. So they're launching books, they're launching their dreams, they're launching their business, they're learning how to raise funds for their business or create their personal brand and bring an income for where they're at with what they have in their hands. God will use what you have in your hands to multiply it 2 to 4, 5 to 10, 10 to 20, 10 to 100. And, if it's kingdom if it's multiplying. If it's not multiplying, it may be religion. It may just be dead. But when it's multiplying, it's the kingdom. So you guys give it up for Michael Morgan. Michael, I've known him for 3 or 4 years, from another faith mastermind type group. And, Michael was always doing these epic raps and, was working on scripts and, all these creative ventures. And I was like, man, that's so cool. Like, I wish I could work on, I was mainly just in marketing, consulting, and really trying to figure out what my startup was going to be. And, he's become a great brother and friend, and, excited to do life and business and ministry together. And next week we're going to be doing more if you want to come hang with us. But Michael, his story is amazing. He was a formerly globally ranked esports player playing Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers is so fun. I just got to say that. And if whoever can make a game, a Web3 game where you play Super Smash and earn crypto, whoever signs that deal, they're going to be, that's a $1 million, plus deal right there. Battlefield 2, Dance Revolution, innovator in residence at the Annenberg Innovation Lab after he served as CEO for New Quill, a former partner at Milestones Inc., and has a passion for futuristic healthcare esports, and also early adopter. And then since then, Michael basically in his 20s sold a company, been able to really focus on his passion projects, things that he really loves to do, which is how many of you guys put passion project, turn your passion into income. For the longest time, people told me, Eric, you're never gonna be able to get into film and gaming and all the art, all the creative stuff you really like, that you really want. Like, you would never, because I was in sales and marketing. I did millions of dollars in revenue for companies selling products and services that I didn't really like. I wasn't passionate about it. And people told me, Eric, you're not going to be able to go after selling a product or service that you're excited about selling, and you're excited about developing, you're excited about, like, you're passionate about it. You're just like, you're not going to get that. It's not very logical in life. You're going to sell soap, you're going to sell software, you're going to sell something, and it's not going to be something you enjoy. You're just going to clock in, you're going to clock out. Maybe you'll make a lot of money because you're in sales, but you're going to hate your life. And I was like, I just always question that. I was like, God, that's not what you say about me, but why do all these people think that's the only life you can live? You can't design your life. You can't design a life that you want to live. And I'm here to say that you can design your life you want to live. You can look at the God dream, look at what you want, and you can reverse engineer and see it manifest here on earth. And it is possible. Michael is a testament that is possible. The other speakers we had this week are a testament that is possible. And our ecosystem at Kingdom Warriors is here to show you it is possible. And you are a candidate for unbelievable results in the kingdom of God. Jesus, wherever he went, he brought results. And so now Jesus lives within you. Holy Spirit lives within you. So guess what? Ever you go, results. So Michael's, brings value and results wherever he goes. Right now, at the head of innovation at Kingdom Warriors and the head of music, just done some incredible things, as you just saw that fan-made music video of his track in the studio in LA. So without further ado, bring up Michael Morgan. Michael Morgan. You guys share this. Yes, you guys are gonna want to hear this story. What's up, my friend, my brother Michael?
Hey, so I just want to take a moment to honor Eric. On my screen for StreamYard, which is what we use to broadcast, there's a man named James Weirn. Shout out to James Weirn, whoever that is. I've yet to talk to him. And all that the entire time Eric was talking about me was the words "you're a treasure" to us, and it was like these cool swords. And I just felt like the entire time Eric was speaking, it was a reminder that Eric Skeldon truly is a treasure. They have the word for encouragement, it involves courage. And I just want to take a pause to acknowledge how much courage this man who's next to me on the screen, I guess it's this side, this side? There you go. Yeah, this guy has a lot of courage. This man has so much courage. And I really think that is a secret key to the kingdom. But I do also think it's a key to doing the things in your life that you really, truly know you can do. Maybe you weren't even technically made for them, but you're opening doors, and you're following God, but you're taking things into the hands that He's made and given you capabilities to do. So I just want to honor Eric in that way. Eric, you're the most courageous dude I know. So thank you for having me, and I'm excited. I feel like we have a really beautiful sort of presentation for how we can take people into a process of digesting what happened for them in the last 5 days, thinking, pondering, and then plotting and moving into what you all say. Hi, everybody. So say hi to your neighbor type of thing, but what you all are going to accomplish, and what you are going to build, and how you are going to help us build. So that's why I'm here today. It's good to see you all.
So Michael, I got the presentation. Do you want to building Eladria? Should we do a flow?
Yeah.
I know people just got to hear your song, and you guys go to Kingdom Warriors Music on Spotify. First homework, go to Spotify, go to Kingdom Warriors Music, Kingdom Warriors Hip Hop, and subscribe to the song, follow the song, follow the account, and also add it to a playlist. But the music Michael and the rest of the music team has been putting on there. Sean Donahue, you're gonna be hearing some more of his songs on there. I know you guys have seen some of his orchestra, high epic frequency orchestra. You're gonna love hearing more of that in the future. Hunter, yeah, we have some Hunter Fowler's music on there. Come on, you guys are amazing. Yeah, Michael, appreciate that. I was gonna say, should we do another freestyle about just this challenge, Eladria, Web3, NFTs, like the fun?
Yeah,
freestyle?
It's hard for me to turn down an offer to freestyle.
Oh, Michael, real quick, was my screen even up when I was looking at Canva? When I was talking earlier? It probably wasn't, was it?
I can only see whatever I see here. I see building Eladria now. It looks pretty nice. Shout out to Sean Donahue, who is a wonderful asset to the music department here. So this comes from one of his epic Everlight mixes. So we try to put up an Everlight mix or a Megaverse mix at our YouTube channel, Kingdom Warriors Music. If you all have not checked it out, please hop on YouTube, subscribe, check us out. But this is from one of the mixes I'm quite partial to. It's number 6. Just amazing, the whole journey that we wove, instrumentally is amazing. So anyway, that's another shout out. But yeah, I mean, whenever you're ready, my friend, I can rock like an island type of thing. I can also mix it into I just got this really cool app. Maybe I'll use that. But anyway,
let me show real quick. I didn't share my screen last time, so I think when I was announcing your stuff, I wasn't.
Interesting.
But it's Kingdom Warriors Music, you guys. It's youtube.com/@Kingdom Warriors Music. And Everlight 6 was an amazing new one. And Sean has been just crushing it,
If you
getting
want
some
to
music.
mention Megaverse 5 as well.
It's a little
Yeah.
taste of it.
I
But
mean,
go to
it's
Everlight 6.
no, this is great. Let him see the whole thing. It's beautiful.
Waiting for
There's
they
the image.
don't know we've
And then
been
it switches like halfway
keeping
through.
score.
But
This is
it's
our
beautiful.
destiny.
But every week, you guys, we're working on new songs on
The
YouTube. Kingdom Warriors
calling.
music. You guys wanna subscribe? Tell your kids, tell your grandkids, tell your aunts, uncles,
Let 'em know.
sisters, brothers. Let 'em know.
But yeah, and so as a part of that, I'm just gonna. I gotta like I'll just rock this one. I like this track a lot. Yeah, 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 yeah. Building a dream, yeah. With every word we build, with every moment, we can chill. Step back for a moment. Don't be so hot-headed. Goodness of my love forever. Even things you dreading. Don't be afraid to step up with the courage. Like Eric Skeldon, the man is flailing enemies that you ain't never seen. Giants in the land. He's telling y'all, people coming, come and bring your fam. It's gonna be okay. We already set it up. We already put the tents up. We already set the love up. So come on through in the middle of an oasis. We're about to tell you people, come in. You can face it. Your greatest fears and all the things that you ever thought would shut you down. Yo, look it in the face and let them tell them not now and never again will you get me down. Will you take me down? Because the only one who lifts me up is the one who made me for these great things. I am partial to the blessing that is always flowing over. That's the anointing that comes off of me. I know I'm pouring out with it. That's a blessing. My life is simply a sacrifice. So won't you please light it up so nice and let the fireworks sky high. Blow it to a moment. Let them know that we will never die. Eternally, we are everything that you created. Eternally, we're everything that you created. So the reality is everything that you placed us in. And that's the moment manifestation. Amen. Woo! I got
Come on,
these
you
new
guys.
glasses. These glasses are giving me a new flow. You got the sword out all of a sudden. I feel like we're just in a good space, man. It's beautiful.
Dude, come on. I'm about to give you guys a digital sword. So if you guys ever were afraid of public speaking, if you were ever afraid of public singing, if you were ever afraid of using your voice or feeling timid or shy, I want you guys to reach out and prophetically grab this sword and grab a hold of Michael's words right there, and feel the soul, feel the passion. You guys are anointed warriors, kingdom warriors for impact, rising up with your sword, the sword of the spirit. The flame of Yeshua coming out of your mouth, reaching people, reaching the nations, reaching your Facebook Live, your Twitters, your TikToks. Even if you're dancing, you could do a TikTok dance and get people in a trance for God. You can grab your sword, write a book, write a melody, write a poem. I used to think I wasn't as creative, or because I wasn't that good at like drawing, or wasn't that good at writing. Like when you look at my writing, people say I write like a kindergartner, because I don't know if, like, someone said that I probably really was like left-handed, but they told me to write with my right or something. So like I just write like chicken scratch. That's why I love computers, because I could just like type, or I love like work who can, like, I could just share graphics and vision, and they could just create stuff. But Michael, will you speak to that real quick before we start on this presentation for people that have just felt like shut down?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny you mentioned the trance through a TikTok dance. I'm in a trance with this spinning sword in front of me right now, and that everybody, you can't escape the spinning sword. Eric's in control of this broadcast, so I feel like that's a good, like, focus on the spinning sword. You know what I'm saying? Like, focus on that thing that you're trying to get to, and focus on that hope. I'll just say, I'm so grateful for Kingdom Warriors, because it gave me a new outlet for creatively some stuff that I feel like I needed to get out of me, that got, you know it was a dark couple years for a lot of the world. And some of us felt shut down, some of us felt imprisoned, some of us felt stuck, some of us felt helpless. etc. And so, being able to transform that stuff. And I truly believe whatever you put your hands to, and especially in the case of your words, whatever you put your words to, and whatever you speak and write, whatever you write down on tablets, it will come to pass. There's some really interesting movies. One of them is a Will Ferrell movie where he's a writer, and he starts to write things, and then everything starts to happen that he writes, like literally in the time that he's writing. And I feel like there's, I think there's something to that. I mentioned manifestation in the freestyle, but more importantly, the act of worship and the act of, offering one's life and one's gifts and one's talent to the ultimate king. There's so much power in that. And then, there's raw power in that. And I've seen that raw power. I don't know if this is the space for me to say some really wild testimonies of things that happened in my life. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna share one real quick. So I was, I used to be like just a real wild evangelist, and probably still am. But I was on the continent of Africa, and I would just escape this really nice mansion that I was living in with a friend who was hosting me, and I would just escape in like the night and just want to reach people. So I found myself on a construction site. I wasn't too far away, and there were literally like 300, 400 men, and they were all like still working. It was probably 9 or 10 at night. And I just felt like, okay, this is my time. So I got on this platform and I started speaking to them, and they all spoke English. And I began telling them and really just preaching straight from John chapter 3 about being born again and being born with water and then being born a second time. And I mean, I was like lit, like it was just amazing. And I was feeling so much raw power and raw energy behind me that I literally could feel it almost like coming off my fingertips. And as I spoke, I heard this voice that said, you can activate this power. And I didn't really know what that meant. And I tried to tell them, I said, so many of you people want to come to the United States of America, but we need help in the United States of America. And I'm asking you to please pray for my country. Please pray for my homeland. We need your prayers. We need your help. And as I said that, you could see there was like a resistance to what I was saying, because a lot of these men, I mean, they would just, their whole lives would change if they could get to America, and that's their perspective there. And as I said that, I put my hand in the air, and all of a sudden, from literally blocks around where we were, all of the electricity shut down completely. And so I had my hand in the air, literally controlling electricity with the power of the Holy Spirit. And people began like whispering, murmuring, "This man is from God. This man is a prophet from God." And just all these people were really tripped out. And I was like, whoa, that was gnarly. And then we were all just in complete darkness. And so now they were really listening to what I said. And then I repeated, I said, "Did you hear what I said? Don't just try to leave your country and come to the United States of America. We have our own problems, and we need your help as intercessors. We need your prayers." So we said a prayer for America. And then I put my hand back up in the air and literally snapped my fingers, and all the electricity came back for many city blocks, because everything had been shut down completely. I've seen that happen multiple times, actually. I don't know if it's a special thing that somehow I've gotten access to or something through the power of the Spirit, but I share that with you because that's raw power. And I had prayed for weeks and months and years before that very moment that I wanted to be a part of a miracle. And I thought that the miracle would be like raising someone from the dead. I've always wanted to do that. I used to hang with a dude, real hardcore evangelist. He would literally go to morgues and he would pray for people to raise from the dead. And he would just go place to place to place. I never saw that happen. I've seen some pretty crazy things, But the point is that was the miracle that he gave me, the miracle to control electricity, not just for the sake of controlling electricity, but to get this message to these people. And there's there's a word called brain drain, and that word and that sort of theory is that people from countries outside of majorly developed economies, when they finally get an opportunity to leave their country and go to America, go to Canada, go to the UK, go to England, they will leave everything that they can because they want to have that opportunity in a land of opportunity. And what I truly believe I was prophetically being used to share with all these men was that, what? That's not always the case. You may very well have things that you need to do right here in your own homeland. And there's things in this country that need to be taken care of. And there's things in my country that need to be taken care of. Let's not covet what another person has. Let's not try to get into their shoes and make what is theirs actually somehow yours. That may not be the case. And so that has been a constant reminder to me, just bringing this back to what Eric wanted me to speak on, is that one of the surefire ways for you to have your dreams hijacked and blocked are for you to be trying to live someone else's dream, or for you to try to take and get into a space where that's not actually yours to be in. So having clarity around that is so important. And it's so important to God that he would let this random dude from America to show up and turn electricity off. Like, that's how important it is to God. It's not that I'm important, and it's not that my power is mega power and I'm so cool and all this. It's that he wanted those people to know what I was saying is 100% true. So it's like the emphasis. Look at points in your life where there's emphasis, where there's something that's like, whoa, that was a big moment for me. Well, what was the emphasis around? And trace that emphasis back to God, and trace that emphasis back to the plan that he has for your life and your life alone. That's not something for other people to mess with. And then we have to guard that. We have to protect that because it is our treasure. And that's the last thing I'll say is, in the words of Yeshua, wherever your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So go after that treasure and do it with good courage.
And that's so powerful. You guys give it up for Michael on that. That's you guys got to hear some of his story, and just that's what really I loved about Michael was his boldness and travel. Michael and I, when we were out in Los Angeles, we were just flowing with God, and just we were speaking to some kids skateboarding and telling them about crypto and NFTs in the kingdom, and we weren't being religious, saying, "Hey, you're going to hell, right? You're about to go to hell tomorrow." Do you like? And I get it. Like, that was used back in the day, and the kings of England, they would have to just mass get everyone saved, otherwise they're gonna kill them. Like that, I get it. They used to do that, but it's like I feel like there's a little bit better. Like he's given us a new thing, a way to share stories, a way to relate to young people, to show, look, I get it. Like Christians have represented themselves bad, but hey, the kingdom of God is not all just about religion and Christian, like that side of Christianity that's just like, all about rules and all about just the law. And it's like, where's the love? Where is the love that God had? And where is the power that God had? A lot of these big institutions don't have any power, have no anointing. So it's like, well, Jesus had anointing and he had power and he demonstrated love. These places don't have power, not demonstrating love or any of that. So anyways, what is it? But one quick thing on what Michael said that was so important is trying to go after, for your God dream, trying to go after everything. And I get it. There's blueprints, and we've been giving you keys. We've given you blueprints to my story, how, even a lot of our stories with Kingdom Warriors, and even, other people's stories with their ministries and books, and, how they got the idea for their books and all the different things that happen. But it's so important because in my 20s, I'm 31 now. I'm a millennial generation, 18 to 35. But I, like a lot of other millennials from 20 to 30 years old, I would just see what do they call it? When you're a squirrel, like the ADD, ADHD part of, many of us are like squirrel, and they're like, oh yeah, shiny object syndrome. I'll see people say, here's the blueprint for a marketing agency. Here's how to make a 6-figure marketing agency. Because in my head, I was like, I just want a 6-figure business that's just doing business, So so I can spend more time with my wife and 5 daughters, right? That was my original ultimate goal, was take care of my wife, take care of my 5 daughters, and then focus on my passion. And that's always been like, that was driven into me. Get a business degree, take care of your family, and on the side, figure out your passion. And so, anyways, so I would see all these shiny object syndromes, do this, webinars, funnels, do whatever, like all the different things on, crypto, all the different things. But it wasn't until, and I tried like at least 5 of them, and what some would call it failure, but for me, it was learning. I still know e-commerce, and now we still do e-commerce, and we still are building our brand with Shopify. I still, like, what are some other things? Real estate, right? Some could say I failed in real estate because I stopped focusing on real estate, full time. But I've still done 20 real estate deals, and that knowledge still, I still know how to go straight to the seller, or straight to the seller of a property, get the property under contract, and purchase the property. So that's a skill set I have. So even the things that I've done that were just trying to chase, how to make money in real estate, or how to make money with e-commerce, or all the different things, you it still is now multiplying, even into when God finally, the God idea dropped, where I was like, God, what are you doing? And he was after the heart of the NFT community, the Web3 community, the technology people, and then he was after the heart of bringing in Christians into this world, and teaching them and equipping them for the great wealth transfer, and just for a place where we're gonna have epic impact for generations, until Jesus comes. And so, yeah, anyways, I just want to share that what he said is so important, not just trying to chase what everyone else is doing and just like thinking that's for you. And really, and Michael Pink said it really good. Just pursue God, pursue God, pursue God, and he will show you what he's doing, and you could just partner with what he's doing. So going into that, Michael, let's get started. Do you want me to go to the next one, or anything you want to say on this one?
Let's do it. In building Eledria, and just to let you all in on a secret, so Eledria is a code word for the kingdom. So I hope you never see the word Eledria again the same, because every time you see it, it's actually a code word for the kingdom of God, for the kingdom of heaven. And so that is what Eledria is. We are literally building the kingdom, like in this really smart, wise 21st century Web3 tech-based high fantasy brand way. But everything that we do, we are literally building the kingdom. So that's the secret, is we are honoring Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom, and all of these things will be added to you. As we do that, all individually and collectively, amazing things will happen. So yeah, let's get to the next slide.
So drop in the comments, I am an Eladrian warrior. You just add an N to the end. You are now an Eladrian warrior.
So what is Eledria? Well, Eledria is made up of a lot of things, and Eledria is not limited to these things, of course, but with what I just told you, think about how through code, and that includes, code that allows that sword to appear and just spin around in circles. That's the code that allows NFTs to be made. It's the code that allows us to be on StreamYard right now, broadcasting through Facebook Live. That's all code. That's what allows you to be, whether you're on a mobile device or whether you're watching this on a home PC or a laptop. Code, Eledria is a part of Eledria's code. So it's important when you get to learn about code, and you get to learn about any code, but you have groups like Bethel Technology. They'll be at this event next week. They're trying to build up young people and others who really understand code. We've got the NFT art, of course, that you all know and love. That's for every Kingdom Warrior. The NFT art is, yes, it's colors and it's design and it looks cool. There we go. The giant sword coming at you, which is NFT art. Through the Kingdom Warriors treasure collection that's on OpenSea, are the swords that are literally a part of the NFT market.
NFTs, Michael, real quick on NFTs, you guys, NFTs, just to make it real simple, NFTs literally could just be a JPEG, it could be an MP4, it could be everything about Web 2, about files, right? NFT is just uploading those files to the blockchain, And when they come from an official collection, think of big brands like Disney, Apple, Adidas. Big brands can open an official collection and instantly put their digital files, which is could be just their intellectual property, which is just a file, right? MP4 and a JPEG, PNG. These are all just graphic design files. And these files go on there, but when they're part of the official collection with throughput, with buyers and sellers, then you now have something that you own that you can actually buy and sell. Whereas if you go look at Kingdom Warriors official on OpenSea, we have over 17 Ethereum in secondary sales. So, like, basically meaning that 17 Ethereum in throughput have gone to our holders, their wallets when they sell some of our NFTs.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Eric. We've got movies, television series that are a part of it. Every time I do like a music video for any of my music, including music, we are building Eledria. Every challenge that is run, the kingdom of Eledria is built. What we're essentially piecing together, if you really think about it, and I have a lot of time and I'm uniquely maybe qualified to look at Kingdom Warriors a certain way, and this might be news to Eric, but I'm gonna drop it on you, bro. We're building a 21st century campus. So that's what you're at school right now. You're at a university. So we kind of use Facebook a little bit here. We use KingdomWarriorsNFT.com, Kingdom Warriors Ambassador Academy. These are all part of a giant learning, multifaceted learning experience. And so you're in school right now. Your diploma is going to be, blessed and fantastic, but I guarantee you this is the future of so many entities. And we are doing it earlier than most people probably anticipated, but we are literally doing it right now. And the last one is Game World. So if you go to our YouTube channel, the most recent Megaverse video that I posted, I think it was last night, Megaverse number 5, you can actually see an interactive tour of the first ever Kingdom Warriors game world that's built using Microsoft technology, where you can have an immersive, engaging experience with Eledria itself. And it's got an airship, it's got a bridge, a couple cool bridges, it's got all these homes, it's got a palace, it's got a banquet hall, it's got a sanctuary, it's got a church for worship, all this stuff. It's got these wheat fields that are beautiful. So these things, I mean, what do you think when you build something anywhere, that has to have an impact on, like, think about the ripple effect. The butterfly flies its wings, flutters its wings on one side of the world, it creates a hurricane on the other. Every time you or I do something involving Eledria, where we are creatively building, where we are sharing, where we are with love in our hearts, intentionalizing some aspect of Eledria, we are literally making a massive difference in our world. And if you look at something from a priority standpoint of like how much time you spend in your life doing something, if you just take a little bit of time each week and you contribute to the building of Eledria intentionally. And again, this is why we put you in teams. Stay in relationship with your teams. Stay on point with whoever your team captain was, or people who you feel are the right people to help hold you accountable. What did I do this week? Check in, not just when a challenge is running and when there's some maybe cool prizes and stuff available. It's not really about those prizes. It's about your contributing, and that will have an impact in your life. You will have like an amazing response to the things that you do, even outside of your life as a creative or as a, kingdom entrepreneur. Every aspect of your life will be touched by these things. And I have seen it firsthand as someone who is hands-on creative and creating aspects of Eledria basically every single day. But it has done nothing but empowered my own life in different ways. And oh yeah, here we go. We'll get a quick view. Yeah, rock it. Just go for it. So this is a day shoot. So there is a night shoot. We'll probably have that up pretty soon. But
And
what you
this is
can
the channel. You guys subscribe. Kingdom Warriors Music, subscribe. I want to see 100 by the end of the challenge. And email team, let's make sure we email this video out. This has been literally like how many months? Hunter and them.
Oh
We have a
man,
Hunter and a team of 5 youth
no
group
joke.
have been building this our megaverse for like literally like almost like 3 to 5 months.
I mean, look at this. Every single one of those blocks you see, like you see
Was
here,
hand
yeah,
built.
Eric's got the mouse. Every single one of those is like a real block. That is a world that exists inside of
Look at this bridge right here. This is our world, you guys. Especially for holders, you guys are gonna have a whole world and own some land
It's
in
got
here.
a giant sky tower. Look at this thing. It's incredible. Like we have
at
an
the
entire
homes.
team of developers who's been working on this. Oh yeah, I like this part of the song too.
Man, that's just beautiful.
Oh man, come on! How epic is this? I want you all just to type epic. You type epic for me. Type epic, throw some flame emojis, rocks and exclamation points. Epic, epic.
This is where we can
epic.
dine and feast, you guys, after all of our conquering.
Look, it says Kingdom Warriors in the sky. It's there.
The land is so blessed.
It's dude, I'm telling you, this is what we're working for. And if you
Everyone
actually
is
while
welcome.
you're on
You
there,
guys are all welcome in the gate.
if you're on there and you go to the YouTube channel, look at the Eric. Can you go drop down to the description?
Oh yeah.
Just of that. Yeah. Here, can you read that out for me real quick, Eric?
Yep. The Kingdom Warriors Megaverse is a land of light and hope. The travel bridge connects Eladria to other kingdoms through the Valley of Decisions. The high tower airship provides a 360-degree view of Eladria and allows its army to best defend itself in case of threat of invasion. The sea portals allow for ships to come and go into one of the most vibrant mercantile markets in the land. The wheat fields are ripe for harvest and bear the bounty of hopeful hearts and abundant generosity. The banquet hall is a beautifully elegant chamber that hosts the pantheon of heroes that hail from Eladria and also hosts foreign heroes whenever they visit the king and the queen of the kingdom. The homes of Eladrian citizens are full of joy and happiness. Welcome to Eladria. May your visit to our homeland inspire you, realign with the Everlight, and reawaken to your deepest dreams and most noblest desires. Come on, man, that is powerful.
So I did that last night, and I had to take a pause in a moment and collect myself and say, I want to write something meaningful that will reach all people on this channel. I don't want to just, drop a couple Bible verses or, I want this to be real. I want to bring it to life. And so that's, that was what came to me in the little amount of time that I had. But I'm telling you, that makes a difference. I'm not writing that. I'm not just writing that for Eric. I'm not just writing that for our little community. I'm writing that for people in India. I'm writing that for people who are in Indonesia. I'm writing that for people who are in West Africa, South Africa, eastern coasts of the Pacific Ocean, in places like Vermont or northern Canada. You hear what I'm saying? In Australia, New Zealand. If I were smart, I would only talk about the places where I know our community are. But I'm legitimately trying to share that we make an impact on all these people, and people need hope in the world we're living in. And this is one way to do it. All I did was type, like a couple paragraphs. We all know how to type. But I know that by typing that and clicking, what's the best moment of my week, Eric? Let me get real with you real quick, then we'll move on to this thing. I want you all to feel the same way. Really hear what I'm saying right now. When you get to press the post or the publish button in whatever you're doing for the kingdom, for Eladria, the moment that you press that, you have just put something into effect that cannot be undone. You have just transformed the world. You have just fulfilled the statement of Mahatma Gandhi to be the change you want to see. You have just become a civil rights movement armor bearer and torch carrier for Martin Luther King Jr. You have just taken on your role as a legislator in the ecclesia, and you publish that thing, it's signed and it's sealed. The blockchain is one of the most state-of-the-art technologies when it comes to publishing, minting, officializing. Once something is attached to the blockchain, that thing is set in beyond stone. And so this is where we're going. So talk about making your life meaningful, talking about carrying a message. That is what you're doing. And like, I mean, I'm saying this for myself probably as much as to all of you as a reminder for those times where I'm like, I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that last night. I did not want to publish that. I did not want to have to change all these things that I was doing, get back to my laptop, go and do this whole thing, upload it. There was a part of me that part of me that is just not with the program, but I did it. And I'm so glad I did it, because then I realized, oh, I'm going to be on with Eric tomorrow. We should share that. That'd be so cool. I'm just letting you know the lives that we live are no longer our own. They're a part of a whole plot and a whole scheme and a whole beautiful, amazing program that fits somewhere in between the first day of creation and that seventh day of creation. Somewhere in between, I couldn't tell you where, but we are in those days with him. So let there be light. What else we got?
You guys give it up for Michael. Has just been, just really a treasure, you guys, for Kingdom Warriors, and brought a lot of wisdom and just talent with music and just messaging. Like, Michael's heart for the kingdom is like one like I haven't seen with the many people in the world. So it's been a blessing having Michael just pour into our holders, pour into Kingdom Warriors, pour into what would it look like for those people in China or India or wherever when we create something epic that they can experience. And just their Fowler and their team as well. You guys, our original build, I want to show you real quick. And our original build, this was one of the original builds. It actually got crashed. So like a server crashed, the files got lost, all of it. This was like a screenshot of the original build. And so we lost like 3 months of work and had to restore everything. And that's what God's doing. He's going to restore everything, even if you lost your whole kingdom, even if you lost your whole treasure, your whole resources. This is a decade. He's going to restore everything, and it's going to restore even better. And that's what Hunter said. Hunter and his team said, hey, it's all right. It's like we know now we have a lot of experience at what this Eladrian world is going to look like. We're going to be able to do it better than we were the first time. And that was just like, that's the type of people you want on your team, you guys. People who are building the kingdom, who are saying, hey, it's all right that everything was lost. We're going to do it, and we have the blueprints to do it better this time.
Well, speaking of perfect segue, and so much love to Hunter Fowler. He is the other half of our Legends of Eladria album, which is on Spotify. We've reached so many people with that, and he just has such a heart for service, and he really approaches this as something higher, as a higher calling, honestly. And I think we all can do that. So how do we build? Well, welcome to a picture of our war room in some Eladrian castle somewhere. And guess what? Destruction is a part of war, but so is building. So there's a quote that I'm sure we're all familiar with. I'm going to flip it around a little bit. And it says, the hammers that we build with are mighty for the building up of strongholds. The hammers that we build with are mighty for the building up of strongholds, not just for tearing down. There's a time for tearing down. There's a time for building. How do we build? First of all, we build with fellowship and we build with a collective intelligence that is divine. I'll repeat that. If y'all want to type that, I think that's some high level wisdom. We build through fellowship and a collective intelligence that is divine. It's not our own intelligence. It's not my brain power versus that dude's brain power combined with that lady's brain power. It's a divine intelligence. And so we build we co-create, we collaborate with that divine intelligence, and we use our own unique talents and our own unique gifts of every single one of us as individual people. And we build best when we're in harmony and alignment with divine intelligence, but also with each other. This is called in the business world synergy, right? But it's a vertical axis and it's a horizontal axis, which if you are like me, you know what that means, right? We know who is at the center. Yeshua was at the center of the vertical and the horizontal axis. We build with joy, and we build with pre-made blueprints. 90% of people who I've worked with in the business world are paralyzed to do something great because they believe they have taken on a false belief that it's their responsibility to make the blueprint. And every great creator in this world knows it's too heavy of a burden to come up with the blueprints and to carry out those blueprints. I could give you some theological history right quick, and maybe I will. There's very few people in the history of religion who have come up with the blueprint and fully carried out those blueprints on their own. In fact, there's less than as many fingers as I have on that hand. One of them is Muhammad. You can't say that 1 billion Muslim people around the world, I think it's 2 billion now, are all wrong. But it was Muhammad, the prophet of Islam, who came up with everything that makes up Islam today. Now, he used the Bible and he used those stories that are familiar to Judeo-Christians. And then he also carried all that stuff out. That's why Islam is what it is today. But he took this thread. I was just talking about this. I'm going to get real with you guys right now. He took this thread of a biblical story about Esau and Isaac. And he, as a creative, this man, Muhammad, said, now what if we follow the history and the story of Esau? Whatever happened to Esau? His mom basically was told she'd have to leave him for dead in the middle of the wilderness. But then this angel came along and saved that baby and the mom. But then that's basically where the biblical story stops in the Judeo-Christian text. So Muhammad was like, let's run on Esau. And then boom, a couple billion people later and hundreds of years later. There's something to be said about a person who can do that. I don't think we're all that person, for sure. And all of these people in business, from all faith backgrounds, that's one of the great pleasures I've had of working with people. I've seen people get stuck hardcore. Like they cannot move because they think they have got to make the blueprint themselves. It's not going to happen. In 99% of the cases, it's not going to happen. So right there, if you want to type this, you can just say, I don't have to make the blueprint. Just type it. Let go of that heavy burden to think that you have to be the same person to do that. I guarantee you don't. Eric, you want to speak on that a little bit about real quick on Kingdom Warriors? And, did you build the blueprint from scratch, or you had other people who are helping you, and how did that whole thing work?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's on building Yeah, there was so many blueprints. I mean, so from mentors, there was
Many.
so many. Yeah, there was just so many blueprints that we're able to model in the NFT world. Board Ape Yacht Club. There was another project that was doing something with knights, Averick Saga, and they were fundraising for a video game. Basically, so I studied the NFT market, and I didn't before you start something as well, study the market, like actually get your hands dirty in the market with the customers, with the problems in the market. And so I studied the market. Michael's been studying the virtual reality currency market for like 10 years. So Mike already was able to bring a lot of expertise in studying the markets. But for the NFT market itself, for launching an NFT collection, a global collection that was able to bring utility and value to its holders. I studied it, bought dozens, over 70 into other projects, and bought and flipped and sold and held the ones I liked, and really just studied the launch patterns, the strategies, how they marketed. But what's funny is we originally launched on Twitter and Discord, and it was very covert. We had like 50 board apes in there. We had like all like the NFT community was coming in. We weren't saying anything about Bible verses. We were just encouraging people. We're bringing heaven culture without being religious by encouraging people, loving on people. But anyways, we God had us pivot and even go into use a blueprint for Facebook challenges that I also studied and paid for mentorship for. So all of the things that I and the rest of our team, Michael had blueprints for music, Hunter for the building that megaverse we're building. Him and his team had blueprints and have tons of training and building worlds. Everyone, the developers all had blueprints for. They literally had what's called like in the coding world. They had other smart contracts. We used the smart contract, at least the template, which is AKA a blueprint from another project that was super successful. And so we were able to, and that's the Web3 world. You're all able to use each other's templates, and then you add your own custom language to it.
Dude, bravo, Eric. I really hope this point gets across to everybody. This is wisdom. Have an arsenal of blueprints, have an arsenal of templates, and people who know those better than you do. Way back in the day when Eric and I were rocking some of the early challenges, Eric would always say, I always put people who are smarter than I am, close to me and next to me. And that made me feel good. So I always appreciated Eric for that.
Oh
But
yeah,
I say the
Michael
same
is
thing.
super smart.
There's things that Eric is incredible at. He's smarter than me at certain things. That's why we go so well together. We cannot do things alone, my friends. And I feel a heart. I feel a heart for me to share that with you all. Please, if there's anybody else out there who feels like they have to take this burden alone and they have to do these things and they're afraid of sharing, or they're afraid of, having something stolen from them, or they have hurt from the past, I want to just pray healing over your body, mind, soul, and spirit. Right now, I want healing to be imparted through this medium. And I want people to feel relieved. I want right now, Holy Spirit, come. And I just want you to lift. Come on, I feel it. So awesome. It's all you. But I want to lift that heaviness over you. I know you're out there. And you don't have to react. You don't have to fight. You don't have to be so smart and do everything all by yourself. There's a Father who loves you, and he wants you to live in a community, and he wants you to be at peace. And he wants you to just be able to rest in knowing that what you are called to do will get done. That is how we build. It's like literally right there on the screen. That is how we build. How do we build? We build in rest, and we build in trusting him. So
I think that goes into the next slide, that prayer, you guys, is because what we're building and what Michael's dreaming of, what we're all dreaming of here at Kingdom Warriors, is like, what would it look like to have a refuge for equipping? We're healing, we're hurt warriors like me and like Michael at times, where we're hurt, we're wounded. The corporations of the world, like I literally got backstabbed by the corporation that I brought millions of dollars of revenue to. I was hurt for like a year, not wanting to trust anyone, because I literally put my whole life into building millions of dollars in revenue for a company that literally just threw me under the bus when my wife had a baby, and our fourth baby. So like I was at the point, I was like, dude, with corporate America, I was like the system, everything, like the workforce, I was I was like, I don't want to work with people. And I still didn't mind working with people because I mean, I knew that God ultimately is going to have to work through people. But I was just like, I hate company. Anyways, long story short, God is restoring everything, even with all that situation. And Michael has similar things. As you get in our community, you'll hear more stories of things we had to overcome with mega corporations, working for the big, the Sonys, Disneys of the world. You deal with trauma, you deal with backstabbing, you deal with, so what would it look like to have a family through NFT community, through art, through Web3 that is equipping you, that is restoring you, bringing you hope, bringing you inner healing, but is also giving you blueprints, pre-made blueprints for your life in real estate, and or how to launch, a best-selling book, and all the different things we have, NFTs, like we have blueprints for you in all these different areas.
So beautiful, man. I just got this song playing. I need you to wrap your arms around me. And tell me everything's gonna be all right. Yeah, it's so good. And so that's the message that I believe we're supposed to impart. With that said, what are we building? We are building a type of arc. And I use the word a type carefully here because I've learned to not try to tell everybody that I'm going to do one thing and then it just doesn't end up what those people think is a thing, if that makes sense. So if I say we are building an arc, then I'm going to have people with all these high expectations of what an arc is, even within this community. And then when we come up with what we've got, and it's not what that person or these group of people expect to be arc, then now they're saying, well, you are, not honoring da 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 da. So I'm just gonna help to clear that up. We are building a type of arc, a type of home, a type of sanctuary, a type of altar, a type of refuge, a type of castle, and a type of experience. And I'll be the first to say, I'm sure actually Eric will be the first to say, he doesn't exactly know always what that is. And so with that said, I would ask everybody who's joining our community and who has been a part of our community, go easy on this leadership team, please. Please hear what we're saying here. We are building something that has already changed the world. It is not easy to do that. And so to have certain expectations and to hold so tightly to those expectations is not fair. That's not right. And it's not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for leadership, especially for the people who are literally every day the face of Kingdom Warriors and things like that. So I want to just connect heart to heart with everybody out there. There's been some amazing things that we have seen accomplished. But please, 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 please let go of your expectations.
Yeah, and that's something that has been amazing, I guess, about God and business. Like letting Jesus be the CEO of Kingdom Warriors, of our vision. Like God has had us pivot like at least like 3 times, and like even our focus, and like from our marketing and NFT launch strategy to getting a fully funded film where you just heard Rhys Davies from Lord of the Rings being a part of it. God has like he's been able to shift things and really just show us like it's really like the biggest pillars right now is just like we definitely want to do something that's going to reach the arts and entertainment like culture, because if you don't impact culture then you're not really doing anything like worthwhile, in my opinion. Like you really do want to reach culture, but then at the same time it's like the other biggest piece is for you guys, for the holders of this epic entertainment brand, this epic education, this epic kingdom, this that we're building. It's like that you're all a part of it. We want it to actually have measurable, tangible results for you. Hey, I wrote a book this year. Hey, I'm not afraid to speak. Like we're getting just dozens and dozens of people that are speaking for the first time. They're speaking on stages. They're becoming a warrior. The inner warrior is coming out. They're getting educated. They're getting trained. They're able to learn about investing and learn about money, learn about stewardship. What does stewardship mean versus thinking I have to own everything and everything's mine and I'm scared to sow. They're learning about sewing. They're learning about investing in themselves. So it's like a mindset thing, and it's a place that you're just going to upgrade. You're going to grow. So, who are these right here?
This is one of my favorite little slides here. I think it's probably, top 8 at least of these 8 slides, which, is not just saying. But okay, so who can build? So first of all, this is a screenshot of OpenSea. You'll see here, these warriors, as Eric mentioned earlier, they are moving as a product. They are being moved. They are being traded. They are being sold. They're being bought. The value of these NFTs is great value. For those of you who know how much an Ethereum is right now, 0.5 of that Ethereum, it's around $1,000. And so, this is value where you can see value changing. You can see real-time value and development and growth of value. So with that said, here's my call. Here's my recruiting call right now. Who can build? We're looking for Proverbs 31 women and 1 Timothy 3 men who are wearing Ephesians 6 armor and are ready to reap Deuteronomy 28 blessings through Matthew 5, 6, and 7 actions. Woo! Okay, let me say that one more time.
Come on,
We
write
are
this
looking
down.
for Proverbs 31 women and 1 Timothy 3 men wearing Ephesians 6 armor, ready to reap Deuteronomy 28 blessings through Matthew 5, 6, and 7 actions.
We need to get that written.
I mean, I'll send it to you. But in all my preparation for this presentation, that stood out to me the most. I didn't want it just to be in writing on the thing. I want to speak that out. I know the power when I speak. And I'm telling you, we're calling the Sauls and the Pauls. We're calling the Ruths. We're calling the Esthers. We're calling the Peters. We're calling the apostles. We're calling the disciples. We're calling the Moseses. We're calling everybody. But this is who you are. Like, we're like Neo and Morpheus in the Matrix right now. We are speaking to your consciousness. This is who you already are. So Kingdom Warriors is an opportunity for you to step in to who you already are. This is the truth. So I got a request to wrap it, so I'm gonna have to wrap it.
Come on, and shout out to our 751 subs too. What's up? Subscribe on YouTube.
We looking for Proverbs 31 women and 1 Timothy 3 men who are wearing Ephesians 6 armor, ready to reap Deuteronomy 28 blessings through Matthew 5, 6, and 7 actions. 31 proverbios, mujeres y todo, y primero Timotías 3 demo, y todo ese hombres con de armada de Ephesians 6, con todos ese por reciba de Deuteronomio, ese 24, ese regalos por ese Mateo 5, 6, 7 acciones. Hey, I had to hit it in a dual language, but that's what we're looking for. And that's who you are. So stop, hiding. Stop pretending that oh, I can't do it. I'm telling you, we are giving you like beautiful step-by-step, hopefully justifications that are already there. It's already been justified, but we're just here to remind you. So why are we building? Well, we build to heal the world. That's why I'm in it. We build to inspire future generations. We build to share the gospel. We build to help soldiers. We build to learn to be better carpenters. I love that one. We build to learn to be better carpenters. Yo, what was Yeshua? The man was a carpenter. He was a carpenter. He built. All he did was build. We build to beat the darkness, and we build to see what happens. I don't even know what's going to happen, but I'm like on for the ride. I'm in. I'm like hands in. Let's go. And I think I like that picture because I'm not here to just sleep in a really nice bed. I would love to sleep in that bed. I I've for my life, I've avoided incredibly nice beds because I will find myself just sleeping in really nice beds. But all these things need to get done. What's up here, they need to get done. All over the world, they need to get done. Now, if people are ready to step into these things, then that's why we're here. That's literally why Eric is here. That's why Eric just set up another 5-day challenge. That's why I'm here. I'm here because this is why we do what we do. And I know that there's people here. I see some of them commenting right now, and I know that they're in too. So that's what we get to do, and we get to do it together. It's an incredible blessing, and that's why we do what we do.
And you guys have heard the vision. You know, for myself, is like the vision is it's really big, and in terms of like Michael's even got prophecies and vision on theme parks, and we've gotten actually multiple now prophecies on the theme parks of this world that we're building. We've obviously in film we already have A-list actor from Lord of the Rings narrating, so it's already being positioned to build something epic in the entertainment world of film in media. And from the media, as far as like events and education, what Michael also is an educator, and what what God has shown me is how much passion I have for the hurt I had in the education system, just being labeled. And that Albert Einstein quote I put, where if you try to train everyone to do the same test, the same standard test, and you think that they're stupid because they don't pass the 90% on the same standardized test. I've been so hurt by the education system, and I think Michael and many others feel the same way, that we're just dreaming of what would kingdom education look like with crypto or with Web3, with blockchain, learn to earn. So on that education side, we will build some of the most amazing education things. We've already brought in dozens of speakers over the past 9 challenges that have brought in some of the most high tier education, and we've done that free right now because we don't care about money. We're like, let's just give you everything you need to succeed. And yeah, if you want to join Kingdom Warriors, you definitely can join the link right there, kingdomwarriorsNFT.io/adventure. But we're going to give you everything you need every month. We're going to be here on YouTube, TikTok, all over the web, giving you everything you need. But if you ever want to join the army, you always know where you can pick up a sword.
On top of that, I'll give you, I've mentioned expectations earlier. Let me be honest with you about this. Eric, because of how his heart is, and I got to see a new thing about his heart. I'm going to brag on my brother here a little bit. I got to see something new about his heart because of something that we went through as a company recently. And I'm telling you, this man runs his companies the way he runs his family. He treats people who are in his community like his family, like his very own family. I kid you not. This man has a father's heart. Unlike people who may talk about it, this man lives it. And I really saw it. I mean, I knew that, like kind of hypothetically, but I got to really see it. And I really got to be like, wow, that's a revelation about who this person really is. Eric Skeldon is in disguise. You all don't understand. He's on a mission to let people know who God the Father is. He's not going to stop. This man's not going to give up. This man's not going to give up. So you all have to respect that and really honor that. Like, wow, that's next level. With that said, will you build with us? I think that is what we want for you all to do. We want that to happen. And just to let you know, whether you build with stone, gemstone, straw, technology, mathematics, science, words, or marketing tools, whatever you build will be tested by fire. It will be. This is a promise. So, how are we building, and what are you building, and how are you preparing yourself for when the fire comes? Like you heard, we had a virtual world that was all built, a megaverse essentially. The whole thing got lost. So it got tested. And now we're building back better than we were before. So my questions for you as I leave you all with this is the last slide. Thank you for the generous amount of time you've given us. We went over our limit, and I'm so happy that we get to do that, because we always have so much we want to abundantly bless. What has already been tested by fire in your life? What is still standing that you have built? That's legacy. And what can you help build for the kingdom? These are 3 questions for you to go deeper in your own self-examination and your own, like, really assessing, where am I in my life right now? I know there's people in this conference and in this challenge, and you are asking yourself, where am I? Where am I in my life? I am telling you, you are right where God wants you. It may not feel that way. It may not feel comfortable. But if you recalibrate yourself to look at what you've already been through, what fires you've already survived, what is still standing that you've built, and what you really want to help build, all those things will come to pass. So I'm gracefully giving Eric over this last slide, and I'm saying thank you to you all. This has been such a pleasure, such a privilege to speak to this community. Every time I get to, I'm like, I'm right here with you. I'm for you. Really hear me. You know, you may not get to chat and hang out with me all the time. Please listen to my music. It'll help you get to know me. I got books you can read. It'll also help you get to know me too. But please, whoever's listening to this on replay and whatnot, Eric and I are for you. We really are for you. We want you to succeed. Maybe more than you'll ever know. We want kingdom entrepreneurs to succeed because we have seen injustices and we have experienced injustices ourselves in being a part of a system that does not look kindly and does not treat us kindly as people who think the way that we think and say the things that we just said. So I want you all to know that we are for you. We are not against you. And please let us help you and come to us through questions and through creativity and through offerings in the community. And we're watching, we're listening, and we're right here. We may not always be holding your hand, but we really do want you to succeed. And please know that. And we love you. And RLA out.
Come on, you guys. Give it up for RLA, head of music, chief of innovation here at Kingdom Warriors. Man, it brings so much value, you guys. This has been amazing. I want to feel like even, I don't know, either Saturday or Sunday. Let us know in the comments if you guys would like to have a bonus session. I feel like there's a, one, we have our winners that we're gonna announce. And I'm wondering if we should, relay to Saturday or Sunday bonus, or maybe on Sunday. But I feel like there's a bonus on just really how to, really, with what's in your hands, do a bonus. So put bonus in the comments if you guys want us to do this. But I wanted to show you guys, one of the teams created this piece of art, and Michael has on our panel on Wednesday, people are trying to describe Kingdom Warriors. Yeah, we have an epic film. We've have an epic community where hundreds of people are getting breakthrough. All of our holders are just this ecosystem. We're building a whole world, megaverse. We have an author writing a book. We have, just obviously the art from a Sony designer. They're an investment, so it actually can go up. It can go up in value, and and we can't guarantee it to go up in value, but we can guarantee that Michael, myself, and other people, we're putting our energy that we've done to scale, 7-8 figure companies into this to see us to become, an epic company, and not like the companies that we've worked for that were, companies that maybe didn't have a kingdom heart, and maybe they didn't care about Jesus being the CEO. Maybe they, so we have people from Sony, Disney, Marvel putting our energy into this brand, and giving you an invitation to have some ownership through the NFTs into this brand. And so that's what I can guarantee for you guys. And also for people who do want to purchase and get your warrior, it's in the description. It's down below, www.kingdomwarriorsnft.io/adventure. But you guys, if you guys are ready to get in the game and buy these assets, be a part of this community and network, it helps us tremendously from the charity side of it. But someone put it really good right here. We have the charity in Uganda. We're helping widows and orphans. It's something that Jesus commanded us to do, and we're doing it. And you can go watch all our videos on YouTube. And we on the funnel actually you have a video from the children and from the land out there where you can see some of the fruit. But yeah, so there's charity. We're making a movie. We're making episodes, even episodic, and we're gonna make movies. Music. We have music at Kingdom Warriors Music on Spotify and on YouTube. Investing. These people have doubled, tripled their money and sold. We are obviously, as the movie comes out, as the more music, as more of the the stuff we're developing. Because remember, developing something epic takes time to build something over 2 years with infrastructure, with resources. This stuff takes time. We're in the 1 year baby. And yeah, we've done all this in 1 year, but imagine what we're going to do in 3 years as we keep building and scaling and growing. And so, yeah, the art. So people in our community, one, we're making the art and we're inspiring you to just live this fully creative life. And so I want to go to the offer website, and then Michael, I'd love for you to stay on and maybe just we'll see what Holy Spirit has. But you can go and look at the fruit from, I mean, testimonials from our IP attorney to movie producers that are part of this, to Dan. One of our Dan is on our board, and he came in, he just found us randomly, and he helped some VCs out in LA as well. We got Prophet Andrew Whalen, who is training you guys. You can go see Bethel students and other Christian people that are just super stoked about joining us. You can actually download our whole white paper right here to see more about the different things we're building within music, within the Megaverse, within each department, and to know that the charity side, the education side for you guys. We have an artist, a prophetic artist, Julia, who we've raised already thousands of dollars for her art. Her art is now even included in our packages. Some people have sold for, they bought for each NFT for $200. Some people have sold for $700. We've sold some have sold the legendary ones for like 1,500 ones. You are going to get them randomly. So some are legendary, rare, common, and uncommon. So you never know what you're going to get. So it's going to be Christmas and January. You get 2 Christmases. You got one a month ago. You're getting one this month, and you can have this for you, your kids. You could buy these and we'll actually get on a Zoom call after you order. You'll be able to get on a Zoom call and get on with us to help you set up a wallet for you, your kids, whoever you want to have one of these. We'll give you a wallet. You'll see the impact side of it right there. We're also as we grow in film and entertainment and everything, we're really just wanting to even fight the problem of human sex trafficking. And so in our community, you have so many people who are passionate about it that are going to provide answers and solutions to that problem. You're going to get, as a bonus, if you buy from now till Sunday, you're going to get the NFT handbook for beginners, free ebook, Peace to Go. That was my first ebook I ever made. You're going to get the ebook, How to Hear God by Andrew Whalen. And then for Kingdom Generals and above, you're going to get a signed copy of The Kingdom Mind, signed copy of Dr. Pex, who was speaking on Wednesday. I was busy, now I'm not. You get all of these resources from Dr. Brian Simmons, Vera on systems and training, from Benji, God's Government, Kingdom Day Trading, if you ever want to learn about day trading and the markets, from Disney to Decentralized Entertainment with Michael Morgan, bonus session, and Science of the Supernatural with Dr. Darlene Mayo. So the course, Michael, the people get this course. You were there, you were part of this. How big is it that people are not only going to get this course, they're getting all of this art, but how big is it in value? Because this graphic doesn't really do it justice, this $2,000. You were there in the studio, so you know.
I think it's a great graphic. But yeah, I mean, definitely can't put it in a graphic. So I think there's a reason why we're holding back the launch of this movement maker boot camp that Eric ran and I helped him with, because I feel like there's some stuff that needs to, like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's like that spinning disc below it. It's a mystical thing.
Yeah,
it's like mystical. A unicorn of some sort, some type of mythical
Shout out
creature.
to Nathaniel from YouTube just joined as a warrior.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Nathaniel, join the holders group. You'll be able to join our holders private group, just for the Kingdom Warriors holders, and also get your onboarding call. Make sure you book your onboarding call, and we're excited for you to come in the community. And And let
Well,
us know why you joined too. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, and thanks to everybody who's jumping on board through this. I'll just tell you real quick that experience over 3-4 days was it was like making a documentary meets church service meets best like motivational speakers / incubator accelerator program from the top tech entrepreneurs meets like I don't know what's a cool thing where they all live in a cool house, like Cribs, MTV Cribs or something, like meets like it was just this wild, amazing bringing together of all this stuff. And so that's what you get to be a part of. And I'll just tell you this right now. And I'm really I'm kind of just vibing off this because there's so much content that has already been made, that has already changed the course of history, literally. If you just go to Kingdom, what is the website?
Ambassador Academy.
AmbassadorAcademy.com.
Yeah.
So if you just go to KingdomAmbassadorAcademy.com, now certain people get access to that based on, how they join Kingdom Warriors and what packages they get and stuff. I was just on there myself, going through some of the sessions, including this particular Moon Maker. I was so excited. I started pulling content from it. I started, ripping content of me and Eric doing stuff on stage. I started remixing it. I started putting new music to it. I created a trilogy Instagram post of this of epic proportion that I titled Amazing Moments in History brought to you by Kingdom Warriors Music or something. I got so excited. And this was just from me spending 45 minutes inside KingdomAmbassadorAcademy.com. And I'm really trying to be honest with you here, and I'm expressing it. There's so much stuff. If you wanted to say I'm gonna spend probably $100,000 to get a PhD these days. If you want to do a master's, probably about the same amount of money. If you want to get your bachelor's these days, that's 40 grand plus housing for most people. So you're kind of looking at around over 200,000 that way. I think that there's so much wisdom here that has yet to even be fully understood of the level of wisdom that's there. That could basically, I'll finish it with this. I should probably start calling Eric Professor Eric, or Master of what is it, Dean Eric probably, or President Eric, or Dean Eric. Dean Eric sounds pretty good.
I like Dean. I like 4-letter words.
I think he's a dean. He's a Dean Eric. But I mean, this man is a dean of all this information that he has been led to put together. And that can bless so many people. So that's all I have to say. That was really my that's my heart, to tell you the truth. There's some amazing stuff that's there.
And those swords you grabbed today, there's only 75 of those. And then also the music, for just the 5-star generals, which there's only 20 to 25 of them, very limited group. That's they're gonna get one of these. What is tell them more about that if you can.
I mean, man, we had a period, we had a season. So everything in Kingdom Warriors is seasons. It's seasonal. My most recent track that I just produced, and that I will be DJing, hopefully, at this event we're going up to, is about the seasons. So it's about autumn, summer, fall, winter, and I truly believe in the power of the seasons. God made the seasons, and this idea of what season are you in? I was just in a season where I was making and minting these music NFTs, all for Kingdom Warriors, all Kingdom Warriors music. And it gave me a great opportunity to reach out to people and get to know people within our community. And I'm talking impartially across the board. So I would just call someone, or I'd shoot them a Facebook message. Everybody came from different backgrounds, but I felt God was telling me to talk to these people. So I would just shoot them messages. Hey, what's up? Just really wanting to know what's going on in their lives. And because I felt whenever I'm learning something about someone, And this is what I've learned from myself. Whenever people donate to any ministries that I'm connected to, those people get blessed. And it's like beyond like just normal blessing. So finally, at some point, people are like, well, what are you doing? You know, you're doing more music for Kingdom Warriors and this and that. And I'd say, well, yeah, I'm kind of like minting these music NFTs, and I really want to, I don't want to blow them up. I'm not trying to get a bunch of advertising out on them and this and that. And, you know, they're special. They're special to me. I feel like the way that they're made is special. And we've, you know, gone through these frequency processes where we've put them into 528 hertz, and we really want them to be, you know, the future of healthcare in certain ways. And I still have a lot of hope for that. But I was just casting my bread on the water, so to speak. I was just starting to tiptoe out into it. Had such a loving response from people in this community. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to spend my time. So I'm sitting in my computer. I have this really big gaming computer. I'm sitting at this super powerful Alienware computer, and I'm like minting these NFTs, and I'm making them, and I'm producing them, and I'm editing them, and then I'm re-editing and engineering the music. It's this whole process. And it takes about 40 minutes. I got it down to almost as a science for me by myself, about 40 minutes to create this, almost as if I were like tempering armor, or like with a hammer on an anvil trying to make the perfect sword. And then you put it out, you graft it with a verse. Every single one of these music NFTs comes from a Bible verse, but the Bible verse is concealed in the form of transliteration. But they all come from verses. You know, I'd give those verses to the people who get them. It's a whole process. And so all that to say is, these are the types of things that I know exist within our community. These are the types of opportunities. These are the types of spaces that I know are there for people who want to explore more of like, what is a kingdom product? What is something that, you know, fits in the Kingdom Warriors, et cetera, et cetera. And I had nothing but support from Eric, of course, and everybody in doing so. But I just feel like that's a really good example of a lot of really hard work. And every time I made one, I felt like I just had a great day of work. Like I spent a whole hour trying to do something, and it basically made me feel good for the rest of the day. All that to say is, everybody who's contributing to this, the prophetic art that comes, the stuff that Julie Morphew does, I know it's made with the same heart, with the same like literally soul put into it. And that goes for literally anything that's here at Kingdom Warriors. So I just encourage you all to take a look at these packages, and then what you're going to receive here. You know, there's so much more than just, oh, it's a product, it's a bonus, it's this extra thing. Every one of these things is strategic and is for a reason. And so really just take heart to that, and be aware of that this is, you know, this is a part of all this kingdom that we've built so far. This is Eledria. This is what we have built at Eledria, and we're basically saying, here, we'd like to share that with you. That's what I feel. All that, it's so funny. It took like an hour and 43 minutes to kind of bring that together. But this is building Eledria, friends. This is building Eledria, my warriors. We have been building Eledria for quite a while now. And all these people whose faces you see, including Dr. Joseph Peck and others, all these folks, they've all built with us. And now we're sharing, we've packaged it in a way where you can literally experience in this way what Eledria is, in a way that you can really tangibly connect with.
So yeah, so for the authors out there, we just signed a deal with Philip and Sophia, who have just helped Bethel's Seth Dahl do a best-selling launch on parenting, and they've launched best-selling books. And I'm gonna be sharing everything I learned from launching a best-selling co-author book in a 2-part mini-series called Kingdom Bestseller Secrets, to unleash your inner Kingdom Warrior, learn the secrets to writing and publishing your next #1 Amazon best-selling book. In this 2-part series, you're getting this as a bonus when you purchase by Sunday any of the packages. I'm also doing a training on how to make, if you're like me, where you have amazing ideas and prompts, but you don't know how to draw like the most amazing AI art. I'm going to show you how to make the most amazing AI art that you actually have the license for. to use online, use it for your books, use it for your brands. That's going to be an amazing bonus training, and also how to use AI to be your personal like marketing assistant to help you with ideas for webinars, help you ideas for posts on social media, to help you ideas for marketing plans, to help you on ideas. And so I'm going to show you how to utilize it. It's actually a free software that was just released, OpenAI, where you can use it, but it's all about the prompts. It's about knowing the prompts and how to get the AI machine learning to actually do that. You're also, just a recap, you guys are gonna get all these bonuses too. Weekly training with Andrew Whalen for the next, from now till the end of 2024, or to the end of 2023. So the next year we have Andrew on staff helping every week with you guys. I mean, that's just crazy. It's really more than 997 bonus, just because it's a whole year's worth of training. Plus every week, my team and we're gonna be bringing together our Kingdom Warrior Holders Network together. All these, Michael Pink, you heard him yesterday, Oz, they're doing bonuses. So people are literally just giving back because they see what we're doing with the impact, the charity. They see what we're doing with film, entertainment, and it's really easy. You can have credit, debit. If you have cryptocurrency, let us know if you want to pay in crypto. You can actually go to KingdomWarriorsNFT.com if you have crypto, and you can mint there with Ethereum. But if you're like most people that haven't adopted and don't have Ethereum in their wallet, their MetaMask wallet, we do it for you. Just purchase on the link below. Grab your package. We get you on a custom white glove call to onboard you one-on-one. Our team will onboard you. They'll answer any of your questions. They'll give you your access to the courses, to the community, and everything else. And yeah, you guys are in the game. So Michael, move up. Yeah, so if you're like wanting to move up to Kingdom General or something, you just buy the Kingdom Captain. So for Chevy, you would just buy the Kingdom Captain package and get that bonus that we're offering you, and then you will be able to get become a Kingdom General. So right now, to become a Kingdom General, you pretty much need to own 10 NFTs. If you're a Kingdom General too, this course and all the other courses we've done, you get all of those. You get all the recordings, all the trainings from all these courses, and all of our trainings we've done. And then if you're a 5-star general, you get all of those courses and training we've done, but you also get the $20,000 production. We invested $20,000 in the studio with a mastermind production. Kim Clement's cousin was our. It was super prophetic event. Literally fire and like or was it thunder came as we were speaking. Like it was
Yeah,
just a fire
rain
event.
and thunder. As Eric said the word thunder, thunder
Yeah,
clapped across the plains of Texas in for the first time in like over a month.
come
It was
on.
epic. And again,
Yeah.
I guess I would just encourage you all, because I'm seeing it differently as well. I mean, I'm growing in all this myself. This is, again, it's literally a 21st century campus. So this is like access to, I'm going to take a class with this professor over here. I'm going to go over here with this professor, except you're able to do it on your own scheduling, and which requires sometimes more self-discipline, because you're not just like, okay, we got to be in class or else I'm going to be considered absent and then I'm going to get an F. And it's like, it's another level. It's an upgrade to the basic educational systems. And so all these things are things for us to grow in. Doesn't mean it's going to happen all in one day. Doesn't happen. It's just going to, just magically happen. It requires work and study and things like that. But what Eric is showing you is literally a campus. It's literally the equivalent of like a large college with all this stuff from so many things that are more relevant today than what most colleges are actually teaching students as well. So I just saw that differently. So I wanted to share that. Thanks for letting me do that, Eric.
Yeah, and kingdomambassador.com. I don't know if we got to mention that. And also our merch. We have so many bonuses and so much like stuff in our kingdom for you. It's like of Aladria that it's almost like I can't really tell you about all of them. You just have to like come in, and we're creating resource sheets so you can literally just get all the resources in one place once you're in. But here's
Yeah,
Kingdom Ambassador Academy, so you can see all the
nice. Yeah,
different
show them.
products
That's
and
great.
stuff.
That's really great.
So you'll be able to see more of these, and then once you go in them, you'll be able to see resume course, see your the different sessions. We have it breaking up with audio. Shout out to 10 and the different people. Our Warrior Weekly, the prophetic sessions we're putting in here. But you have that, and then also as far as even we have a Kingdom Ambassador KingdomAmbassador.com was one of the first premium domains we ever bought. Let me see if you can see this. So you actually will be able to earn 20%, 20% on sharing out free events, free. You'll be able to share our free events. You'll be able to give out a free course. We build a custom course to learn Kingdom Warriors NFT.io, and you'll be able to have a link for that. So when you give out free goodness and you just give out resources to people, when people end up purchasing, you actually will be able to get get paid. And actually, so now, not to mention your value is increasing. You have access to everything in this university and this school, but then also in the coaching and all that stuff. But then you also have, of course, these assets. As the stuff grows, the brand grows, the music gets more known, the films, our story, and we become wherever. I'm not gonna say we're gonna become the next Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, because you just can't predict the future. But wherever we end up landing in the culture on our epic media, you'll be able to grow. So Kingdom Ambassador is for how you can earn money by sharing free resources, and then Kingdom Ambassador Academy. So Kingdom Ambassador Academy. And then just if you ever need anything, Kingdom, or just email our team, let our team know. But Kingdom Ambassador Academy.com is where all of our courses are. And we're looking at just really upgrading our courses and hosting and really making it really organized. So eventually it's going to be at a place where you're like, if you want to write books, all our resources for writing a book, boom, free course. If you want to do marketing, all of our resources for marketing is going to be there. If you want to be an artist, for mindset, everything's going to be there. So, so that's our courses. And our courses right now, you can't even really buy them. I think Ambassador, right? But that's it. Kingdom Ambassador Academy.
Yeah, and again, this is like, these are pillars that we're building essentially as a part of this larger thing. One of those other pillars that hasn't been mentioned is kingdomwarriorsmusic.myshopify.com, which is where we're putting all of the merchandise as well.
So everything's kind of really being laid out. So I mean, ultimately, and here's the thing about most NFT companies. Most NFT companies, you buy the NFT, you get a piece of art, and then maybe there's some utility that they want to do. What we've done is we just said, hey, what if what would it look like with a world where we could just build so much value into these assets, and the more of these assets you have, you just get these tiered more fire and more value. And so no, we're just kingdomambassador.com's ours, and then Kingdom Ambassador Academy is that. So awesome. Well, we are going to be going into VIP. Actually, I need to let's see. I actually do want to share it. Let me know. Put in the comments below if you want to see who won some prizes for this week. You guys, if this training was great, we're actually going to be still giving NFTs away either tomorrow or Sunday. So share this broadcast, tag 3 people on the Eric Skeldon on my, on the digital creator profile to win. And that's how we're going to be giving it away. Go subscribe to our YouTube, Kingdom Warriors NFT at YouTube. Go to Kingdom Warriors Music on YouTube, Spotify, subscribe, like the music, and let me put this in full screen. So that's how we're going to be giving away. And I'm going to be considering doing a bonus training. We did have a good amount of demand. People want to see this bonus training. So from yesterday's God Dream Challenge winners who went live and shared their story with Mike Oz, Warrior, hashtag is Melissa Motley and Corny Dueck. So you guys tag them, let them know they are the winners. And man, congratulations to you guys. That is awesome. So you guys are winning a $222 asset, Kingdom Warrior, your own piece of warrior that is unlocking doors, opening up gateways into the kingdom of Eladria. And then for book, to win an Oz Hillman book winner, Salome Clayen. Salome, congratulations. And you're going to win the book, The Joseph Generation. So I just pray this book's going to bless you.
Salome.
Salome.
I like that name. It's biblical.
Yeah, and then the Michael Pink winner, we're going to be sending you the book forwarded by Zig Ziglar, Rainforest Strategy. And so we're going to be sending that to you, Maurice Botha. So if you guys can, email service@kingdomwarriorsnft.com, service@kingdomwarriorsnft.com, and just put a screenshot of this that you won. Let us know your address. And you guys give it up for our team, Aurelio, Anna, Shanae, And for the winners of the teams, you guys, and the course, we're giving out this $2,000 course. And I'm just feeling like both of these people, the top contributors, they contributed so much into this group. Rhea is from Europe, Maria's from the Philippines, and we're just going to bless both of you guys with this $2,000 course. We're going to be sewing that into you guys for contributing during this event. So you guys are, one of the first new members of this course, which we haven't even released it to the public yet. This course is still like private $20,000 production that we made that we're like, all right, whenever you get,
Can I just
we're only
say a word
releasing
on that? Why this
Yeah.
is so cool is, first of all, congratulations, Marie and Maria. But when we were deciding on who we wanted to try to have there, it was very like highlighted to me for Maria and her husband James to be a part of that boot camp. So I think they either were digitally or they weren't able to make it or something like that.
Oh yeah. I
But
remember.
now it's like meant to be, because now they have like total access to that. And I just think that's so cool. Like, I just know that God has just such great plans for all of you and a destiny for all of you. And He is for you. Our God is for you, and He really wants you to succeed. He wants you to win. He wants you to have wins on the scoreboard. So for all these people, I really hope that this is a sign to you. And for everybody else, keep at it and keep asking. Give me some wins. I need some wins on my scoreboard. And every time you ask Him and you keep asking Him, He will deliver 100% without fail every single time. So just as a word of encouragement to you all.
So yeah, I think Carrie was the team leader, team captain of Conquering Kings. Shout out to Conquering Kings. All of you guys are winning $222 NFTs each. A rare warrior for each of you guys are winning that. So shout out to Conquering Kings. We're also for Dream Releasers. You guys been putting a lot of work. We're going to be giving you guys each a $222 NFT asset as well. So congrats to the Dream Releasers. Team captains, if you guys can grab all of their MetaMask addresses, grab the NFT addresses, MetaMask addresses, all of them, and then get it to our email service at kingdomwarriorsnft.com, and we'll just confirm their names and their MetaMask address. We're going to give you a God airdrop of these assets on the blockchain. You guys are now part owners and Kingdom Warriors on the blockchain. So you guys remember, go back to the slide and see how can you build? How can you help us build this world of Eladria, where we're going and all this? You guys are now part owners to help us build this thing. So way to go. And then most encouraging warriors each are winning a $222 NFT as well. So shout out to Dr. Shirley Caniff, Rivka, Carrie Jones. And yeah, those are the winners for today. And yeah, we'll be considering doing a bonus session. Michael, can you just do a prayer wrap to bless us out of here for this week, Monday through Friday? This has been basically our ninth event since April. The first one we did was April 5th, you guys. April 5th, 2021. God pivoted. We were in Los Angeles. God said, you're going to go and educate people and bring Web 2 Christians into Web 3 to learn about their destiny, to learn about how they can rise up using technology, using their voice, using media. And we've gone at it. My wife, she loves and kind of dislikes these events and all this educational experiences because I miss out on some of the time. But you guys are my family, and our holders, the people that are supporting us. I found my calling, I found my life destiny, and it's to serve you guys. It's to serve and equip and see hundreds and then thousands of warriors rising up with their scrolls, releasing their scrolls into the earth. And and Michael's right there alongside us, releasing your voice, releasing your frequency, bringing out healing in music, healing in the sound and imagery, and just even the mindset you're going to have to win. So hit it, Michael. Let's go.
Alrighty. This has been kind of my jam of choice recently. But we're about to hit 2 hours, which is pretty amazing if you think about it, that we're just like chilling here for 2 hours.
Yeah, and you guys,
yeah.
I think VIP today, we just did VIP with everyone. So there's We're gonna do VIP with everyone, but we'll probably be on the lookout. We'll be sending an email out for something maybe on Sunday or Sunday night or something where we can
We did
do
VIP
another
with
bonus room.
everybody. You all
We
just
just
got
did
invited
VIP
to the
today.
VIP party and you didn't even get asked. We just brought you. That's
Come
pretty
on.
fantastic. All right, check it. Yo, Isaiah 61, double for your trouble. I know there's people out there and they feel like they just step in puddles over and over. Well, I'm about to let you think clearly, no more muddle. And if you think you hybrid, maybe we a muggle. Everywhere we go, I know we got it, so we summon. Suddenly, we see the light is shine. Saying why you try to kick against the pricks. I tried so hard to be the best bad guy, but instead my God turned around my whole life. Told me this on the Damascus light. You got to see this whole new tip. Never will you worry, right? Yeah, the spirit of love, the master is on me. He sent me to tell good news to the people, heal the brokenhearted, freedom to all captives. People who stuck in that evil, got to get good with it, announcing the year of his grace. All prisoners are getting parted, so open up them gates. We about to have a party. Come on over to Eric Skeldon's place. He already set up. Check the face. That's right, we smiling. We looking for the answer. I know the people out here and they getting crazy wildin', but we about to show them that the Kingdom Warrior Arc is open. So come and bring your animals 2 by 2. Everywhere we go, we about to show you what we gonna do. Comfort those who mourn, the broken heart of the people. People trapped in sex trafficking and even porn. Y'all break down them gates and break down them lies. My God loves you people and he would never, ever, 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 ever risk anything that was a destiny it's made to be. Pull the sword out of the stone. Yeah, Camelot is free if you allow it to be. King Arthur is speaking to you, and yo, he's speaking to me. He's saying, y'all better keep going where the places where I left off. That's right, we go into this next level cut off. The heads of dragons that didn't ever belong. The red dragon is screaming out while Michael the angel is on. He about to tell him, get out of here in heaven. Go down to the earth and your people keep wrecking these lies, but I will not stand for it. Instead, I tell them, my people, my children, to stand up. Stand up with your fist up, singing hallelujah. Goodness of my God, forever we get it through it. Yeah, in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. You guys, shalom and peace. If you guys are in VIP, I'll hop over there for a little bit to hang with you guys so we can do something in there. And man, this has been amazing. We'll see you guys in the group. Go live, and once you become a holder, go live and introduce yourself in the holders group. We got tons of new warriors coming on in. I can't wait to see you guys. Can't wait to greet you guys. And we're going to be in the gates, rebuilding the ancient gates, the desolate places. Shalom.
Shalom. Peace.